As we continue to fight against this disease, I want to emphasize the issues that I have said, including hygiene, washing your hands, and all the other practices that we have said. But I also want to add and emphasize the importance of nutrition, hydration, and physical activity. The experience we are having is that nutrition, hydration, and physical activity increase our immunity, and therefore people are able to overcome the disease better. Consumption of a healthy diet and engaging in regular physical activities helps to strengthen our immune systems, lower the risk of chronic illness and infectious diseases, and also speed up recovery from illnesses. While on this, I must say that we have noted with serious concern about the non-factual food and nutrition information going around on social media on the healing effects of certain foods or drinks. This is not the time to confuse our people or to engage in publicity theatrics. While we encourage acts of charity, we advise Kenyans to get factual public health information from credible sources, such as professional healthcare providers, the Ministry of Health, and the World Health Organization websites. Fellow Kenyans, the extraordinary times we are living in demand extraordinary sacrifices, understanding and awareness from each and every one of us. Our common heritage as a people is under immense threat, and our limits as a society is being tested to its core. I have said this before, that this is the time for all of us to fight from the same side. If we do not do that, this virus will get the better of us. The measures we have so far put in place, which include the targeted mass testing, offer an opportunity to effectively fight this war. And if we fight together, not against each other. To our brothers and sisters in quarantine and isolation centers, we know what you are going through. Most of you have kept the promise, except for a few who have wavered. Everybody is being called upon to make a little sacrifice. It is much better to be counted as among those who helped keep COVID-19 at bay than to be counted as the inconsiderate few who have failed to appreciate the danger that this pandemic presents. What is required is a little bit more patience, sacrifice, and understanding from you, your families, friends, and Kenyans at large. We are also aware that within the same institutions, a number of people are going to the extent of offering bribes to get out of quarantine facilities. This is wrong. I am aware, for example, that in the county of Mandela, there are people, and this has been confirmed to me by the governor, that there are people who bribe their way out of quarantine. Both those who did that and those who let them off will face the full force of the law. We are aware that there has been administrative lapses which have been raised. We have listened and we have heard. The National Emergency Response Committee is fully appraised and is responding to those concerns. There is room for improvement in management of quarantine facilities to ensure that the sacrifices being made are meaningful. We have issued the requisite directives, and we shall be moving around to ensure that every concern raised is addressed and your role in containing this virus is acknowledged and appreciated accordingly. On a related matter, I have said time and again that the public needs to be alert to the proliferation of fake news on COVID-19 virus. We have also noted that there are people who are not complying with the movement restrictions in and out of counties and even from neighboring countries. On this, I want to caution truck drivers who I'm informed are smuggling people from one restricted area to another. I want to tell such irresponsible persons that they are lowering back our efforts to fight this disease. The enforcement agencies are there to deal with these issues, not to become participants in it. I am informed, for example, and this illustrates exactly what we are saying. The governor of Homa Bay informed me this morning of a group of people who traveled from Nairobi in a vehicle, in a private vehicle, pretending that they were attending a funeral, fully equipped with an empty coffin to illustrate that indeed that they were mourners. Those people traveled all the way from Nairobi during this period when we have stopped movement from Nairobi. They managed to come from Nairobi, traveled all the way to Homa Bay, and thanks to the Homa Bay Authority, Governor's Authority, and administration, somebody got suspicious. And on opening the coffin, obviously found out what I am now informing you. They were immediately put in quarantine, and today I can confirm that the driver is positive. This is what we are talking about. This person has now taken the disease to Homa Bay, where we have now tested the first positive case in Homa Bay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I am telling Kenyans. That until and unless we become self-disciplined, this disease is going to finish us. Somebody has now exported the disease to Homa Bay. Why? For very selfish reasons. I am even told that in the vehicle are some very respectable individuals. So I just want to reiterate once again the importance of maintaining the values that we are trying to impact in people, including social distancing when using public transport. Again here, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Kenyans, I am informed that there are people transporting even in matatus into and out of the city. And once they get to a roadblock, they pay and come round the roadblock and walk and are taken again by an empty vehicle or otherwise. In other words, transporters are organizing themselves to pick at each point where there is a roadblock. I am also informed that there are individuals who now have decided that if you come from Nairobi and they know that you came from Nairobi, then they call the authorities and let them know instantly. I want to applaud those people. I want to say that if we all participated, if you inform the police, when you know that there is a person who is not supposed to be there, who is there, then we will handle this disease better. I am not trying to incite Kenyans against each other, but I am trying to say that information about a person who you know very well was in Kisumu or Nyeri or Mombasa, and you know that they are now in Nairobi and they are not supposed to be here, please inform the police, inform the authorities, because that person may very well be your killer.